Super Thracia Chapter 21, right? This chapter I'm actually showing the story beforehand, because it's, like, the only part of the story for this hack that I actually get. It goes around and shows a few locations, but then it ends on Tara instead of Manster or wherever it is in Vanilla. Well, there's a reason for this. I'll talk about the map in a second. Super Thracia's story after Chapter 20. Instead of going to Manster, Leaf and his gang are going to the South Thracian castle down in this corner. This chapter takes place over here, going from Tara down to Thacia, I think, is that castle. And I'm gonna keep showing this map in the next chapters, but for now it's just this kind of top left corner of the Chapter 9 map from FE4. Does it look like that here? Absolutely not. This looks like hell. And to be fair, it is. This chapter is it's pretty bad. It's the worst chapter in the hack. That's still 11x, but this chapter is pretty bad. First things first. This house, you promote it, you access it with Lanoan and she'll promote. If you access it with anyone but Lanoan, you'll get a warp staff. So that's actually, you get like a vulnerary or something in vanilla. That actually kind of provides a, like it's more of a decision compared to vanilla. The main thing about this chapter is this big old group of enemies. There's 5 of pretty much all the mounted enemy types, and there's reinforcements every turn that I'll show in a second. But most notably the fact that all of the Duke Knights have Lamfadas, which it's just mean. Like the rest of them all basically have like master weapons, and then I think these guys have like the Epirons. Notably, however, is also their commander. This is Musar, who, going back to FE4 Chapter 9, this guy shows up after you conquer Lithacia from the top left corner of the map, and he's from the Empire, and he has minor Forseti blood. That's not really touched on at all in the main game, but the FE4 binary hack actually does kind of take advantage of that, and by giving him the Forseti. Now the next major change for this chapter. The map itself, it's a very similar structure to the vanilla chapter, but it's still like substantially different, of course. There's new ballistas. Up until this point, we've just been seeing the Arbalest, which is, I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's a ballista. It exists. But now we'll be getting introduced to 2 new ones. First one is the Quicksilver. It's brave. Less accurate, not very powerful, but it has 4 to 15 range, and of course, it is brave. But that's not the most dangerous new ballista. The most dangerous new ballista is this Blue Swallow with 250 hit. Welcome to the no dodging zone. Enjoy your stay. Now then. Okay, reinforcements. It's Draco Knights. From, yeah, those 5 locations. That's every turn up until at least the triple digits. I know that these reinforcements continue until at least turn 100, so it's rough. But yeah, it's those 5 Draco Knights, and also the far left column of Musar's group spawns enemies every turn too. So in these 5 spaces, it's another Arch Knight, another Mage Knight, another Paladin, another Superior Knight, and another Great Knight. There's just an unholy amount of enemies in this chapter, and they're not weak. These guys are pretty damn strong. So it's just an absolute slog to get past them. This chapter is just super not great because of that, like, especially because, you know, Wyvern reinforcements, my favorite. I mean, these 2 spots you can block with flyers, potentially, but these 2 are kind of rough to get at. However, I will give this chapter one thing, and that's that it's incredibly good if you want to get some experience. Like, if you want to train some units, this is pretty much the last major point to do it. But that's really all there is to talk about for this chapter. Oh, wait, no, never mind, no, it super isn't. Hey, look who it is, it's Ares. This is why you didn't want to kill him in Chapter 13. I almost forgot about this guy. His base is super not good for this point in the game, but he has the Mistleton, and I'll give him that. The Mistleton alone makes him pretty decent, but this chapter is pretty much your best bet to try and train him. If you do succeed in training him, he'll actually be pretty good for the rest of the hack, but his bases are just really not good for this point in the game. That is actually it for this chapter, I think. Yeah, it should be. You know, this chapter mostly just the sheer quantity of enemies just makes it a slog, and it sucks.